Okay, so over here, I'm just going to explain how we um, produce, how alcohol affects our body. Just let me share the screen and put it here. Okay. And okay, so alcohol um, is constituted by it's made by how I say it's constituted by ethanol. Ethanol are very small molecules, and alcohol is considered as a poisonous for our body. So if we drink it, it goes to our body, and it will first go to our stomach or to our small intestine. 20% to our stomach, 80% to our intestine. Alcohol is poisonous, and so our body has to fight it later. As in, the alcohol will enter to our blood vessels. There's walls on the stomach, and the stomach has blood vessels. And alcohol, the molecules are very small. They travel very fast to our stomach and small intestine. And as they are very small, besides being also soluble, they enter to the blood vessels and they mix with our blood. Then it will travel to everywhere in our body, to our brain, and to other parts of our organs. Let's imagine that that our organs don't defend themselves against alcohol. What will happen is that it would kill our cells in our body, our organs, the liver will be damaged, and our brain as well will suffer main loss of memory. Our heart could beat in irregular ways, and besides, we could have a heart failure, which will die. We would our kidney would also be very dehydrated, and other things as well to that the could affect our body. Anyway, that's the reason why our body has to think that alcohol is dangerous, and we feel we vomit, we do sweat, we do piss a lot, we do also and other things as well. Our body does that. Well, for example, dizziness as well. Our body does that, so it defends ourselves. So we do not continue to drink. And as such, let's imagine that we take a beer, and we drink that beer. That beer goes fast to our stomach and our small intestine, as I told you before, and the beer then travels to our blood vessels. It mixes with our blood. Then what would happen? Let's imagine the beer is like trash, and our blood is water. The blood vessels is like a river, and the liver is just like barricade. So let's imagine that we have the river, and we put just a little bit of trash. Then there's this obstacle that doesn't let the alcohol, the trash, to continue going forward, just stopping it. But the problem is, if we put too much trash, that obstacle, which is the liver, can't continue to take all of the trash. It's trying to burn it, let us say, like trying to put it somewhere else, and as such, the trash will go to the other side, and it will kill the animals, the fish, for example. And the fish are the molecules, are the cells. The animals in general is the organs, and which will damage our body. Alcohol, by the way, travels very fast to our brain, just in 5 to 10 minutes, while the liver to clean the alcohol that we consume, it takes about 1 hour, which is a very long time. And as such, when it goes to our brain, it when it goes to our brain, it makes our brain confused. And as it's mixing with our blood, there's let's say a plus water. We have more water than we need, and the skin blood vessels, they are kind of closed, as in just like as I told you, we have the river, and the river has other fluxes. These fluxes, there's dams, and these dams don't let the water to go further, doesn't fill more with water. And what would happen is that we open the dams are opened because it needs water to it's confusing the brain. I need to study this part. But it's confusing our brain, and let me just switch this off. Exams open, letting the water go, and this is where our blood vessels, just like it, the blood goes to our skin, to our the surface, not to the outside. I mean, of course, inside our body, and it goes to the surface. That's why we feel hot. And that's like the once again, let's imagine the river is hot, and basically the core temperature will go also to spread to the other sizes, to the other parts, instead of being on a place that it needs to be. And as it will be all spread, actually we feel warm, but that's a fake warmth. We are just actually feeling. It's a lie. Yeah, I would have to do this part a little bit better. I'll just check my notes and finish my notes. But let's see. Let's get into the surface. Oh. Okay, let's show it here. Oops. Great question. And the key to understand why people feel warm when they turn red is the alcohol. What makes blood go to your skin when you drink alcohol causes your blood vessels to open up. Yes, this effect is called vasodilation. The blood vessels, especially near the surface skin, are like flexible tubes. Normally they stay tight to keep your body warm. Yes, but alcohol makes them relax and widen. More blood flows. You feel warm, but it's trick. Okay, I don't care about the rest. Why does this happen? Alcohol affects a chemical in your body called nitric oxide. This chemical tells blood vessels to relax, affects the nervous system to weaken the keep tight signals in your vessels. The nervous system usually stay tight, keep blood in the center of the body to stay warm. When you drink alcohol, that signal gets interrupted. Relax, let the blood flow warm. So your vessels near the skin open up and warm blood moves forward. Why does the body doesn't want? It's just the alcohol hijacks the system. Okay, one more question is Why is this on the brain? How the alcohol hinders it or blocks it? Does it do that? Let's see. Yes, you're absolutely right. Is this in the brain? Because alcohol does mess with the brain control over our blood vessels. They're breaking down in plain, clear steps. Who normally controls your blood vessels? The brain and nervous system do, especially a part called the autonomic nervous system. This system keeps you alive without you thinking about it. Okay. It tells your blood vessels to stay tight when it's cold to keep heat inside. It tells them to open up when you need to cool down. What does alcohol do? It slows down your brain control center. The brain is like the driver of a car. Okay. Alcohol makes the driver sleepy or drunk, or so things like them get late or confused. It interferes with nervous systems. The nerves that tell blood vessels stay tight, get quieter and longer. So the blood vessels just go, hey, I'll relax then. It increases nitric oxide. It's become not made in the brain, but in blood vessel walls. Alcohol stimulates the release of no, which tells us relax, open up. Okay, I see. So, okay, as I was explaining, once again, um, so the dams open, which leads to more water to the other fluxes. This happens because let's imagine that the person who controls this system is no. Let's forget this example. This is a bad example. Then anyway, so we have. Let's go for like a way to explain. Okay, so the blood vessels we have them, and the alcohol is traveling around over there. There's nitric oxide, which is where it controls our dams in our body, let's say, and they are tightened. They are causing tightened, and the alcohols actually tells to relax, so that the this chemical doesn't work as it should be. It will lays out. Um, it's just like an interference with our brain as well. Interference with our nerve messages actually. Um, it shows our control center. Okay. Okay, so the system gets interrupted we um, when we drink alcohol. Yes. Okay, next is my question is what does alcohol do in our brain? Also, what does it hinder? I heard it messes with GABA. It's a chemical messenger in your brain. It tells the brain cells to slow down, calm down, or stop firing. You can think of it like with a brake pedal in your brain. Okay, slow it down, don't overreact. Time to relax. Alcohol gobbles stronger, it pushes the brakes. You start to feel relaxed, sleepy, less anxious, slower reflexes, slurred speech, poor coordination, poor judgment. Okay. I think I'll just be right back. Okay, I'm back in the oops. Okay, so once again, where was I? The nitric oxide is a chemical which is what makes our body to make our the walls of our to be tightened so that the blood doesn't travel to the surface of our skin, so we don't get that warmth, since is what makes us warm on winter, because the core temperature should be on certain places rather than in the surface of the skin. And when the on summer it's the opposite. We sweat more, and that's why our blood goes over to our surface skin, and the sweat will help to cool our bodies. Anyway, besides damaging the brain cells, let's see other reasons. Why does it affect our sleep? What does it affect? Does alcohol affect our sleep? I have an idea, which is might be better. Okay, let's switch a little bit to see the information for this. Okay, initial sedation versus sleep disruption. Alcohol enhances GABA, neurotransmitter that promotes relaxation. Yes, the GABA, which is the neural transmitter that messages in our body to our brain, and it, as alcohol hinders it. No, alcohol tells this does this neurotransmitter to slow it down to work in a lazy way, and that's why the dams are open and the alcohol will travel to our blood to make us feel that warmth. Individuals fall asleep better. However, this effect is short-lived, typically 4 or 5 hours. GABA activity drops, and excitatory movements like glutamate rebound, lead to fragmented sleep in the night. Altered sleep architecture. REM suppression. Alcohol reduces REM sleep early in the night. Crucial for cognitive functions like memory and emotional regulation. Later REM rebound may occur, causing vivid dreams or nightmares. For disrupting sleep, alcohol may initiate increased deep, slow wave sleep. It disrupts later cycles, impairing restorative sleep. REM in the night. Okay. REM suppression. Alcohol reduces REM sleep early in the night. Okay. Crucial for cognitive functions like memory and emotional regulation. It reduces REM sleep. I'm not focused anymore. Okay. Yes, may occur, causing vivid nightmares, further disrupting sleep. Alcohol may increase deep, slow wave sleep. It disrupts later cycles, impairing restorative sleep. Diuretic effect. Alcohol increases urine production, leading to nighttime awakenings. Dehydration from this process can cause discomfort. I forgot to actually mention that when the blood goes to our surface, our skin, we tend to sweat more, and that's why we actually feel more dehydrated. As you know, we do urine a lot. It also affects our blood. It makes the alcohol, the blood, the kidneys need the blood to be transformed into urine, and there's alcohol over there as well. And we do piss a lot, so it expels the toxins which is in our body. Not only the liver works alone, we need all these other parts with the breath as well. If you see their breath, if you drink a lot of alcohol, from with the air, it it tries to remove that, it tries to convert it to carbon dioxide, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And that's why the people who drink alcohol a lot, they smell like alcohol. Okay. My nighttime awakenings. And then copy this. Put it here. Okay. Now you are going to explain this in simpler terms. Going to sleep sounds helpful but tricky. At first, alcohol seems to help you sleep, but later in the night, it messes everything up. Fall asleep. Alcohol relaxes your brain, and a calming chemical called GABA. Okay. That's why many people feel sleepy after drink, but wake up more during the night. After a few hours, the alcohol wears off. Your brain wakes up again and gets more active than normal. This can make you wake up randomly, toss and turn, have light, poor quality sleep. Your sleep is not as good. Less REM sleep is when your brain organizes thoughts, feelings, and memories. Alcohol cuts REM short early in the night. Later, it bounces back with too much REM. You may have weird dreams or nightmares. Less deep leading sleep. You may get a bit more deep sleep at first. But it doesn't last. Late in the night, your brain doesn't get the rest it needs. You need to be more. Alcohol makes your body lose water. It's a diuretic. Gets too active. Your body breaks down alcohol and makes acetaldehyde, which can wake you up. It can also messes with your blood sugar. About alcohol relaxes your throat muscles too much. You snore louder. If you have sleep apnea, it gets worse. It messes with your body clock. Alcohol can block melatonin, the sleep hormone. That makes it hard for your body to know when to sleep and when to wake up. If you drink often, get used to alcohol and stop sleeping well without it. You may need alcohol to fall asleep, but your sleep gets worse over time. Okay. Um, okay, so I'll try to summarize what's said here. Um, just need these titles. Alcohol, actually, so it disrupts our REM sleep. Our REM sleep is where our thoughts are organized. Um, our thoughts are organized, feelings, um, and other things as well, like and it disrupts it. Although, even though it increases GABA, which is a relaxed chemical mix, which makes our body to. That's why we feel asleep when we drink a lot of alcohol. So as we sleep, it gets disrupted. We get restless sleep, not only because we are very dehydrated and we do go to the bathroom a lot of times. We also awaken um, many in random times. Um, we also have a very deep sleep, but only for a short time. We do sweat a lot since our body is trying to remove those toxins, which may have also contribute to have a restless sleep. Um, we It relaxes our muscles, which leads to our snore more. And if you have sleep apnea, that could worsen your sleep as well. Um, Let me try to. You wake up randomly, yes. You toss and turn. Okay, I have light pork. Your sleep is not as good. Okay. We do have. You may have REM sleep, but it's overstimulated, which means it could make us have weird dreams or nightmares. The cycles break in many times, which a cycle needs to be completed. So for us to feel restful. Oh, yes, we need to pee more, and our body loses water, and that's why we do um, we do we go to more often to the bathroom. We are because since we lost um, we lost a lot of water, and we may feel hot as we are sleeping and dry, which is something. This one, the part I forgot. Body gut is very active. Our bodies are very active. Our body it's trying to break down the toxins, and which can wake us up. Can also mess with our blood sugar, which might make us feel sweaty or restless. You might snore more. It messes your blood. Blood melatonin. That's very important. Sleep hormone. This makes it harder for your body to know when to sleep or wake up. If you drink often, okay, so I just go for the summary. And anyway, once more, uh, alcohol will contribute to a very bad sleep for many reasons. When we do sleep, um, it may block our REM sleep, and we will have a deeper sleep at first, but it will never complete as deep sleep. By the way, REM sleep is what makes us. It is where we organize our thoughts, our feelings, and other stuff as well, which is important for us to, which is important for our body. Anyway, and it disrupts our we might have a deep sleep at first, but it disrupts later the deep sleep for various reasons, which is first of all, our body um, is working to remove these toxins, so it is very active, and as such, we our body, as it's trying to fight, we might well wake up. It also blocks the melatonin. Melatonin is a chemical which makes us to know when it's night. As it blocks, it doesn't know when to sleep or not. Furthermore, uh, it disrupts our blood sugar, which makes us feel more sweaty and restless. We do also feel very dehydrated and hot, which once again might make us more um, have a restless sleep. Um, why does this happen, by the way? Why do we sleep very, very fast when we feel relaxed when we drink alcohol? Because it increases an element called GABA. GABA is what makes our body to relax, and because of this chemical, we fall asleep. I think. Oh, it also contributes to us snoring more. We do it does it relax our muscles and our throat muscles, and as such, we might snore more. Which, if you have sleep apnea, it might worsen it. Okay, I guess that's it. Yes, basically, you have a poorer sleep. So alcohol doesn't help at all for you to sleep. It just makes you relaxed, and that's why you do go to sleep. Okay, next question is um, why alcohol affects our sleep. Next question is um, why we a lot when we sleep. Why let's see what it says. And also great over here, something else. The suppression of anti-diuretic hormone, ADHD, vasopressin. Normally, your brain releases ADH hormone that says that your kidneys retain water, so you don't pee out too much. Alcohol blocks ADH production, so your kidneys stop reabsorbing water and instead send it straight to your bladder. This leads to a rapid increase in urine output, volume of liquid consumed. Alcohol drinks like beer or cocktails are mostly water. So drink them adds to your total fluid intake. Combined with the diuretic effect, this floods your bladder even faster. Bladder irritation, alcohol and its breakdown product acetaldehyde can irritate the bladder lining, making you urge to pee even when your bladder isn't full. Dehydrate cycle. Peeing excessively removes fluids and electrolytes, leading to dehydration. This triggers symptoms like thirst, dry mouth, or headaches, common during an hangover. Why it matters? Timing the direct effect in 20 minutes of drinking less hours. High alcohol drinks like spirits suppress EG more aggressive than beer or wine. Okay. Okay. Can you explain this in simple terms? Let me check something. Okay, what alcohol? No. Wait. Okay. Good. Let's read the summary first. Okay, imagine inside you there's a faucet that helps you keeping. Oh, and faucet how much water you keep in your body. Normally your brain turns that faucet off so you don't pee out all the water you drink. Kind of like when you carefully save rainwater in the bucket for dry days. Inside yours controls how much water you keep in your body. Only your brain turns that faucet off so you don't pee all of the water you drink. Kind of like when you carefully save rainwater in a bucket for dry days. Cuts the rope of the faucet. When you drink booze, it's like something sneaks in and cuts the rope that holds that faucet shut. So the faucet stays open and the water pours out fast into the bladder. That's why you have to run for the toilet or behind a bush more often. Drinks are mostly water. Think of each bottle of beer or drink as filling up a cup. But because the faucet is cut, nearly all the water that just flows right through straight from your bucket into the toilet. Okay. As filling up your bucket, but because of the faucet is cut, all the water just flows right through straight from your bucket. Oh wait, I'm distracted. Drinks are mostly bottle of beer or drink as filling up your bucket. Okay, there's the bucket. But the faucet, because the faucet is cut, near all that water just flows right through straight from your bucket into the toilet instead of just staying in your body. Your bladder gets jumped. Also, alcohol can annoy the bladder lining, like a rough edge scraping your bucket. Okay, making you feel you need to empty it even when it's not very full. You get thirsty and headache. Because you are peeing so much, your body dries up like a cracked bucket losing water. You feel thirsty, your mouth gets dry, your head pounds. That's the nasty hangover kicking in. First effect: as soon as 20 minutes after you drink first drink, the faucet gets cut. Strong drinks, bigger leak. Hard liquor, vodka, whiskey cuts the rope wider than beer, so you'll pee even more. The water loss is why you wake up feeling like you got stumped or stumped. Sip water between drinks. Every time you finish a beer or a shot, take a full week. Go easy. Fewer drinks mean the faucet stays more under control. Salt or banana, just a pinch of salt in the water, or eating a banana gives your body back some of the stuff you lost. It's definitely in the morning. Keep your bucket patched, and you won't be running so often or waking up feeling like you have been run over by a bus. Take over water, and your body will thank you. Okay, so let me explain as it's explained. The alcohol affects our kidneys. What happens is that there's something that stops us from uh, peeing so much. It's just like in our kidneys, there's a part where it retains the water. And let's imagine this as a faucet. We have a faucet, and the faucet, we put the water, that's when we pee basically. We, uh, we are peeing and remove when the bucket when the bucket is full. Anyway, um, as such, let's imagine that we have this faucet and we close it because the faucet has a protection so that it doesn't continue to run water. But the problem is when we drink alcohol, what will happen is that the faucet, the water will continue to run non-stop, and as such, uh, when we it doesn't we can't close it. That's why we always pee when we drink alcohol, because the alcohol blocks a chemical that we have in our body, which is called ADH production. Um, it stops absorbing water and instead it straight to goes to our bladder. That's why we do always pee when we do drink alcohol. It's also scratches our bucket. This bucket is where we store the urine, and as it's scratches it, we feel more irritated, and we feel that we need to pee even more. So even if it's not full, we do pee. Um, the drinks are mostly of water. You feel thirsty because you do pee so much, and you feel dehydrated. Your mouth gets dry. You start to feel head pounds, which is um, headaches, and that nasty hangover starts to kick in. So what would help is that you just need to drink a lot of water, so it stops this feeling. Besides that, you could drink. Um, besides that, you can. How do I say? You can drink. I can put a pinch of salt or banana, so it you don't you on the next morning you won't feel that beaten up. This is the electrocytes, so electrolytes, I think. So that let me check. Those hangovers is all the water we have lost. That's why I feel like stumped. And of course, stronger drinks will cut the rope that is where the part and your faucet is protecting you, so you don't pee more. Uh, Bigger drinks, stronger drinks will cut it deeper, and it's a fast effect. It takes about 20 minutes after the first drink, and then it starts to cut the faucet. Okay. Let me check the other one. Our brain makes hormones called ADH that tells our kidneys, "Hey, keep some water on there." I go. Oh, so this is the part where it stores our alcohol, our yeah, gets blocked. So your kids go, okay, let's dump it. Like you pee more. Alcohol is most liquid. Beer, wine. So you are drinking more liquid while your body is dumping more liquid. Result, you go to bathroom. Your bladder gets irritated and it breaks it down into cannabinoid. Your bladder, so you feel ETP even if you don't have much in there. Away and import minerals called electrolytes. That's why you get headaches, dry mouth, tiredness, or hangover next day. How this happens? Stronger drinks, more peeing. Okay, I think I understand. But I want more information. So let's go over here. And once again, what it does to our heart. First, how the liver breaks down the alcohol and what it does with it. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. I will read this later. I will go first to over here and put it like this. Explain in simple terms. And over here, I'm gonna put vitamin D. Okay. Put over here as well. And explain on. Example. Okay, let's see. Trash at the camp. 2 ways the body sorts booze trash. Quick sort, ADH, like the main garbage bin for everyday cans. Heavy load sorts. A backup bin you only use when the main one's overflowing, like after a big party. I'm kind of tired. Let me check how long my live stream went on. Okay. 2 is the body sorts booze trash. Quick sort, ADH, like the main garbage bin for everyday cans. Okay, heavy load sort, a backup bin you only use when the main one's overflowing, like after big party. Okay, Step by step, from drink to waste. First stop, turning drink into hot rocks. What happens? Your body takes the alcohol you drink and turns it into something worse. Let's call it hot rocks. Why matters? Those hot rocks burn you inside, making you feel sick if there's too many. Example, like pouring fuel on a fire and getting sudden hot sparks. Second stop, cooling hot rocks into cold stones. Burn you inside. Okay. Like pouring fuel on a fire and getting sudden hot sparks. What happens? Another helper turns those hot rocks into cold stones, much safer. Genetic twist. Some folks either are fast or slow sleep, those are rocks cool. So they might get red in the face or feel woozy. Example like ice cooling hot coals. If you don't have enough ice, the coals stay burning. Final stop. Crushing cold stones into dirt and energy. The cold stones get smashed into dirt and a little bit of fire energy you can use, like breaking rocks down into gravel and using some of that heat to warm your camp. Overflowing bins. If the main sort bin fills up, you open the backup, but the backup makes a lot of sparks harmful stuff, which makes your liver like setting your camp trash on fire. Okay. The cold stones get smashed into dirt and a little bit of fire energy. You can use example like breaking rocks down into gravel and using some of that heat to warm your camp. When you drink too much, if the main sort bin fills up, you open the backup, but the backup makes a lot more sparks out from stuff, which damages your liver, like setting your camp trash on fire. Too many hot rocks stack up and burn your liver, meaning you feel sick and weak. Liver's priority list. Your liver is like a cook who gets orders. When booze shows up, it yells, stop everything else. That means stop making sugar. You feel shaky or weak. Stop burning fat. Fat piles up like trash mountains. Long-term trouble, fatty liver, like a field covered in trash, hard to walk on. I think I can't recall this information. Well, it's in the rain. Enough. It has passed 1 hour, and I have done my goals for today.